K-Bob 2.
K-Bob 2. Alright.
Your Twitter thing. Oh my fucking god. Ow.
Perfect time for an intro. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cat, the Quag, and the Rice talking football. And we are actually going to be talking football, right? Right?
What's up, nerds? Yeah, I guess we'll talk football. Oh my god, Basement here just went live. Holy shit.
Well, at the very least, we're going to actually do a season prediction and then probably get distracted really easily. But we are going to get this done. We will get the whole season prediction done. And this is all of our opinions, so that way, if you don't like what happens, you can't blame one of us. It's all of us. We are all going to live and die by this opinion.
Yeah, I am gonna die. No way. This is like a reference.
And with that
Holy
being
shit.
said, let's go through the schedule. Now, this week is already set up because my predictions video is already out. These were my week 1 picks. Now that you two should be able to see the screen, tell me where you disagree.
I
I'm
think
gonna
the Browns are gonna
campaign
lose.
for. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the Browns are gonna lose because Deshaun Watson is washed, and because I want them to lose.
I am going to personally campaign for the Chiefs to be 0-17 by the end of this ranking.
Oh.
And we are definitely not going to be biased throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to say the Lions week 1 though. I don't know, just because.
Now with the
Chris
recent
Jones
shit that's been
is-
going down, I don't
With
hate
Chris
the
Jones
pick.
and Kelsey, I can see it. I can totally see it.
Kelsey's pretty much out. Chris Jones is basically their entire run defense, and Patrick Mahomes' number 1 receiver is now Kadarius Toney.
If that.
Mhm.
Well, it's a two. It's
I do
2 to
think-
1. So
I do think Mahomes will find a way to make it work, though. Unfortunately.
So
I think it'll be doable for Mahomes. I don't think it'll be good. Like, I think
what
with
I've heard
how
about-
high-powered the Lions' offense is, I
Corey,
don't
feel
think
free to
they're
say
gonna
whatever.
keep up.
Yeah, I think they'll
Alright.
go through some growing pains this week. They might pull it out still, but I think it'll be a close, good game to start the season.
Right.
I don't anticipate Kadarius being the number 1 for very long because I've heard Justin Ross is doing really well for them in practice.
I'm curious about
What are
Sky
your thoughts?
Moore.
What are your
I'm definitely curious
thoughts?
about Sky
Yeah,
Moore.
I actually dropped Sky Moore in fantasy because Kelsey got fucking hurt and I needed a tight end. I'm so mad about that. Why did that happen?
My friend Justin recommends going somewhere else rather than whoever the backup tight end is for Casey. If Kelsey does end up being out, he does not recommend taking their backup, and I trust his opinion more than most
I picked
people.
up Tyler Higbee, and I'm not gonna lie.
I like Higbee.
think
I like
that was
Higbee.
Stupid of me.
Keep an eye out
Actually,
for Isaiah Likely.
low key, I'm gonna move Christian Watson to the bench, and I'm gonna start Terry McLaurin.
Is McCormick
Okay.
cleared to play? I know he was dealing with
Neither of them
something
have
in
been cleared.
Hasn't
preseason.
he been? I thought I heard he
I
was
d-
in.
Oh, well, I have. I'll go through it. Anyway, Subleaf wanted to switch Cincy to beat Cleveland. Isaac, do you have anything opposed to that, or to say?
I think that's gonna be one of the closer games this week. I think Cincy takes it.
If you both take Cincy, take it. I'll switch it to Cincy on here. We're all in agreement with
Alright,
the Jags
another-
beating the Colts.
Another one I want to potentially address is the Raiders and Broncos game.
I'm not gonna hate either way. I just don't want to touch that game when it comes to gambling money.
Fair. I mean, I don't bet on sports anyway, so
I do. I love
Um,
wasting my money. There's no
I
right
don't-
answer. There's no right answer.
yeah, we all lose, but I don't think trading draft capital for Sean Payton was the answer. Like, holy shit. Like I know Hackett is kind of a disaster coach, but I don't know how much a coaching change elevates this team, especially now. Jerry Jeudy is still out, right?
I believe so. It seems like every receiver on the roster is injured.
Now that they're playing injury roulette, I don't know how much further they're going to
Patrick's
get.
gone. Cortland Sutton's 50-50 or some shit.
Cortland Sutton too. Holy shit!
I think at least.
Wilson's gonna have nobody to throw to by week 3. Subleaf, no.
And Jimmy G's gonna miss half his targets on the first week too, so we might be looking at a load of no-scoring
They should
game.
play Aiden O'Connor.
Subleaf technical difficulties. Looks like they suck. But so
Raiders
what? Are
will
you?
put Aiden O'Connor in at halftime and score 27 unanswered to win the game.
I don't hate Vegas. If you want to go for it, I'll go for it. I don't give a fuck about Denver. That's a coin flip, so
I just want to see.
I'll fly with you on that.
I don't like. Obviously, I don't like either team, but the televised demise of the Broncos has just been too fun to watch.
God, it's hilarious. I don't know. I respect Sean Payton as a coach, but also it's like, are you really that great of a coach if you only won one
in a
Super Bowl with Drew Brees?
NFL.
Yeah,
it's like the same situation as, because he did come from the Saints last season, right?
Yeah,
still the Saints guy.
He was retired, so to speak. So they let Dennis Allen, but like he was still owned by them or had the rights to him or something like that.
Exhume, a PayPal service. PayPal. Mail has new message.
What the? Yeah,
it's like
Exhume's been a pain in the ass because it won't let me pay SPM for something, so it's like damn it, you will not let me pay them for whatever reason. But yeah,
it just gave you a receipt though, didn't it?
It's been like saying like, hey, here's a thing, hey, here's a thing, but like it'll like automatically refund itself or something. Anywho, continue. Feel free to continue.
I mean, they traded their entire future for a quarterback that went 5-11 in his last season in Seattle.
Which really
what was Sean Payton's?
Now with Geno Smith doing what he's doing.
Like, I know everyone was losing their shit at that trade when it was first announced, but I was surprised to see how many people were saying that the Broncos won that trade, because I knew from the outset that they were out so much draft capital for no reason.
Oh yeah, I hear you 100%. I mean,
but
it's never gonna be that much better. Who knows?
Yeah, they're out of. Like, they traded. Like 3 high round picks were included in that 5-pick set, right?
Something like that. I don't even remember. All I know is Seattle's got a lot of good shit now because of it.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Did Devin Witherspoon ever sign with Seattle? Because I remember hearing he was the last first rounder to not have signed with the team yet.
I think he's signed by now, or at least I feel like if he still hasn't, we would have heard about it.
I think I would have heard about. I think I would have heard more about a holdout if he hadn't.
But yeah. Anything else you would agree or disagree with, so to speak, from my Week 1 predictions? Also, Corey, you suck.
Potentially see. I could potentially see the Cowboys losing, but I'm not adamant about it to argue against it. So I think we're good here.
I think we're good. We have an ETA on the.
Hey, Subleaf, are you good? Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Booker ditched us.
What do you get?
Chargers by 30.
Shitty PC. Tua concussed by halftime. I shouldn't say that.
Alright, here we go.
And Week 2. Chiefs Jags.
Electric Boogaloo. Oh, what is that? What is that little
The red thing, it indicates that they've had a longer rest.
Oh, okay. Oh, because they
Okay.
play tomorrow night.
Because they played the Thursday game. So now they're going to get 10
Right.
days till Sunday.
Yeah, I'll say Kansas City.
I feel like Kansas City is definitely the better team here. And the playoff game really
Yeah.
shouldn't be too hard on, like, too looked hard on, or too looked much on, considering A, Mahomes injured his ankle, and B, there was like a garbage time score to make it look closer than it actually was.
Yeah, Jags are looking good. I think it'll be another good game.
That'll be a good game. But Mahomes should hopefully stay healthy and will probably be a little more productive. So I'll give Casey the win.
Yeah.
And this is where Subleaf would be good to be in because a third person. Because bias sure is a bitch. I don't know. I do think we split personally, but I do want to know what
Yeah,
you think
it might
early
be
on.
a home win and a home win for that series.
I can see that's probably gonna happen. I'll say so. Bills Raiders. No one's gonna trust the Raiders. I'm just gonna put the Bills in on that. I mean, any
Yeah.
objections here?
Chargers by 13.
Do we have faith in Tennessee? Is Hopkins really gonna be the answer for
They're-
anything?
Well, Traylon Burks is out, right?
I think so.
I think
For like
he
a few
tore.
weeks.
Didn't he tear his ACL?
No, I don't think it was that bad.
Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't tear, but I know he was like carted off.
I don't
Let's see.
remember hearing anything specifically.
Okay, he's full practice participant today.
Okay, so he should be only that's for week 1, but he should be fully
Okay.
ready to go by week 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I brought him up. It's not like he's the biggest X factor ever, but
Oh.
I don't know. I think the Titans are kind of. They feel like the epitome of average.
It feels like whatever juice Tennessee has had, it's slowly fading away. And even last year, you thought Tannehill was going to get replaced, but Malik Willis just
Yeah.
flat out did not look ready or prepared at all.
Well, that's because he wasn't. They threw him into the fire.
And now, again, if Tannehill gets hurt again, or presumably gets just benched at some point, how much different is Will Levis going to be?
Yeah. I want to have faith in Malik Willis. I think it's like it's feeling like a Jordan Love situation where it's going to take a couple years, but by the time they're ready to step in, they're looking actually ready to fill that role. It's not time yet, and Tannehill's just kind of.
He's a good placeholder.
I don't want to say bad. He's middle of the road, and I don't think middle of the road's going to be good enough for. I'm obviously biased in this take, but I don't think middle of the road's good enough for what we're cooking.
Not for what LA should be doing this year.
Absolutely.
Not for. All right, rookie quarterbacks: Richardson, C.J. Stroud. 2 teams.
That's going to be a fun one, and we're gonna see that twice a year. I just realized.
Oh yeah. Let's hope they
That's
develop.
gonna be-
Let's hope they develop good, and that they don't have shitty upper
have-
management.
I have high hopes for Anthony Richardson. Honestly, even if he's on the Colts, I think I've liked what I've seen so far. This is tough. I mean,
Ain't nobody really got any weapons. There's what?
I
Michael
think
Pittman
Tex-
for Indy. Damon Pierce.
well,
and
Tank Dell is looking good for Houston, so that's a
Tank
step in the right
Dell.
direction.
John Mechie's coming back. They have Robert Woods there now, I believe, in Houston.
And I gotta say, I love the coaching hire for Houston too. I love D'Amico Ryan's fit there,
I'm excited for D'Amico Ryans.
and the finesse move to get pick 2 and 3 in the last draft and get Will Anderson on top of C.J. Stroud.
That was wild to me that they actually did that.
Blew my fucking mind. Props to them. Like that is reason alone for optimism this season. I think
They're definitely selling out to hopefully be at least a somewhat million. And they know they're not going to compete or contend or anything, But like they're gonna at
Yeah.
least try to win
So
some
if
games, so that way Arizona's pick that pick the guy to Arizona for that. It's not gonna be something high here. So Houston's probably
yeah,
gonna try to get
if you're
6
making
wins.
moves for the future, I like that. I like that way of doing it.
They're definitely building up. They're gonna try to shoot for
Yeah.
6-7 wins here. They'll probably be like a 5-12 team, but they're gonna shoot for 6. I think with Indy's definitely just let Richardson develop, and hopefully he doesn't get injured. That's their plan right now.
Yeah, they did get Taylor back, but he is on the pup list,
Yeah.
so he'll be out.
I don't know how excited he's gonna be to play for them, but
True.
it'll be
This
interesting
is
to see if he
tough.
gets traded. I mean, if you're willing to, I'm willing to roll with the home team here.
Yeah, I could see it. I
One
mean,
of
I
their-
think
one of their-
Texans fans will have a lot more optimism to go with this season.
Well, I mean, what's the defense like? What are the defenses? You got Indy. I think they still got
They're
DeForest
probably
Buckner,
both.
and that's about it.
They're probably both pretty porous outside
Yeah.
of one or two good options.
Shaq Leonard too, I guess. And then Houston, they're gonna
Yeah.
have Will Anderson. They're gonna have a decent secondary. What is it? There's the guy they
Derek-
drafted last year,
Derek Stingley, right?
Stingley. I feel like they got someone recently too, but I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I don't know. I like Texans in a fun, probably sloppy game because everyone's young and not sure what they're doing. Look at
Yeah, it'll be a
fun.
it'll be a beautiful mess is what we'll call it.
It'll be a very fun 17-13 game. 16-13, something like that. We'll
Or
see
it could be 59-54.
Okay. I don't know. On to the next one while we still wait for somebody to hurry their ass up. I'm very low on the Patriots this season.
They did say their yeah, my power supply is bricked. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm out of a PC for at least a few weeks.
They can try to mobile. Oh well, but
Alright.
I'm very low on the Patriots this season. If I'm being honest, I'm very low on them.
Who's their backup quarterback? Like, I'm genuinely curious because
Look, they got rid of it. They signed someone. Who did they just sign recently?
Did they put Zap back on the roster? So
I think Zappy's on like the practice squad. They signed somebody.
they signed.
One day my phone will load.
Oh, Matt Corral. That's right.
Yeah.
Decent pickup.
Miami here. Miami's kind of kicked their ass even with
Yeah.
Mac Jones in there, but I'm picking Miami. And now there's these reports that...
I mean, I was definitely picking Miami. I was just surprised that they cut both of their backup quarterbacks
What was the plan?
before the main rosters dropped.
Because, like,
I guess
Mac
the plan
Jones
was
is not the guy.
Matt Corral?
Because there's no way you're that
Yeah.
committed to Mac Jones.
Malik Cunningham was looking really good in the preseason, too.
It don't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm picking
Miami here. Moving on.
I'm honestly feeling pretty good about the Steelers' prospects this season. Maybe not like a division winner or anything, but like they could be in the hunt for one of the lower wild cards for most of the year.
I low-key think they could probably make 10 wins. I think they could. And that should probably be enough to
Yeah,
be a wild card.
I like how there's like for an organization that was like the center of drama for so long with Ben Roethlisberger, you had Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown at one point. That had to be the biggest festering tumor of a locker room in NFL history. Now you got your Kenny Pickett, you got your George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth. It's funny how quickly that culture has changed.
Hold on one second. You know you're not supposed to be back there. You know that. You know that.
Aw.
Come here, you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Did you lose your cap or something? The cord to my computer is very much exposed, so like Marlon has gone on to unplug my computer a couple of times, so I always worry whenever he's over there. So like, please play with your toys, please do something. No, I feel good about the Steelers, but like at the same time, I feel like the Browns have no excuse to be bad, if that makes sense in a way.
Right.
Because like now, like last year, it's whatever happens, whatever. Who cares? No one's gonna care. With the suspension and everything, we're not gonna care. Next year, okay, you're gonna have a God, Marlon. I see you. I see you. Please don't be over here. Just anywhere but there. Please. Please.
What do the Browns receivers look like now?
They got Cooper. They got Donovan People-Jones, I think. Who?
Okay, he's pretty good.
Marlon, I see
Cooper.
you over there every time. You're not sneaky. But, yeah. Cleveland has no excuse to be bad this year, theoretically. Health aside, obviously. But Pittsburgh, I think they're naturally on their way to getting better.
Yeah.
I'm high on George
I kind of want
Pickens
to
this
take
year,
the
too.
Steelers at Heinz Field for this one.
I'm with it. Marlon, I see you. I know what you're up to. I really like Pittsburgh. I'm high on Pickens. I think Pickett looked good in those final couple of games at the end of the season. Najee Harris should be a decent back. Jalen Warren's a good backup, from what I've been told. I like it. I kind of want to pick the Jets for the sole fact Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Aaron Rodgers even does in this new scheme. Because he's gone from a team that was basically built around him for years. And the Jets, obviously they've tried to do that with getting the receivers that he wanted and everything. But it's still a transitory period, you know?
Yeah, which is... On one hand, which is why I'm like, I don't really want to give any, like, expectations for a first year. But over these last few seasons, we've seen Stafford go to LA, and in his first year, win it all. We've seen Brady go to Tampa, win it all in his first year there, blah, blah, blah. So, like, there's this...
Which is funny, because they completely shit the bed after the fact.
True.
This could be a ring season for Aaron Rodgers, though. You never know.
I mean, it'd be finally nice for him to win a ring, so that way all these GOAT conversations could feel more justified.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good with Jets over Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm with that. There's another one I kind of don't care about, because, like, I feel like
Pick a tie.
I feel like Denver will be better here, obviously. Washington, I have no idea what to expect with them. I don't know.
Let's call it a tie.
You want to throw in a tie?
Hey, ties happen. Ties happen.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll have fun with a tie.
Yeah, it would not be a season prediction if you didn't have at least one tie, because they do happen.
I will give you that. I also think you just don't want to pick Denver to win, but you can't confidently.
Yeah, it's an interest. Obviously I don't want to pick Denver to win, but it's also an interesting one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's weird when it's weird in general to pick the ones that made these big off-season moves, like, oh, Denver has Sean Payton now, Jets have Aaron Rodgers now, because you don't know how exactly those are going to pan out until you see them in action.
Which is what I wish we still had 16 game seasons, because that way we can see Sean Payton go 7-9 again with a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
Hey, 7 and 10 will be funnier.
Philly,
With teams like
I'm not-
Pittsburgh, where it's been a more steady build up towards something good, you
Well-
can kind of have more credence in picking them to win more games.
On one hand,
Whereas,
they definitely let Ben be there longer than he probably should have been.
yeah. Whereas with teams that make the splash moves, it's either boom or bust, and you kind of have to. It's just guesswork.
Yeah. I'm taking Philly over Minnesota because I don't trust Kirk Cousins in a primetime game.
Oh, definitely Philly.
So, yeah. Where are you with Chicago?
Ooh.
I'm curious where you are with them. Because I've heard some things from other people, some highs, some lows, some... So where are you with Chicago?
One thing I really want to say about Chicago, I want Tyson Bagent to be the starter because he played at Shepherd, and that's my brother's college, and that would be very fun. I think they are...
Also, what do you think of them going back to this as their primary logo now?
I like the logo. I'm fine. I like it. I'm more used to the C, but I do like the bear head.
I think it's neat.
It's weird because I absolutely love the trade they made to get DJ Moore, and I still love that trade they made in Carolina.
Moore. That's insane they got DJ Moore in that.
Yeah, I know he wanted out, so that probably made it a little easier.
Yeah,
I'm feeling like Justin Fields is going to have a decent at worst season. Like, I could see him. I feel like he's been making more and more strides progressively, and now that he has Darnell Wright and an actual wide receiver 1 to work with, it's put up or shut up. He either puts it all together here, or they look at other options.
They could probably get some good value for Justin Fields if they do theoretically decide to trade him. But
yeah. What bums me out is they don't have Roquan Smith anymore. How did you guys get Roquan Smith? Seriously, like
only for a
shit.
second rounder. Only for a second rounder too. Trade that pick 10 times
You
out of
guys
10.
are just stacking the assets on defense. You got fucking Jadeveon Clowney now too.
Oh yeah.
I know he's not in his prime anymore, but still fucking Jadeveon Clowney. But it feels like every time they make one move on one side of the ball that really makes them look like they're heading the right way, they make a move on the other side of the ball that makes that area worse. It's this constant flip-flop, and I think they're going to be better than the number 1 overall pick this coming year. But I have a hard time getting a read on their ceiling.
I feel like the bar, especially without DJ Moore, Justin Fields should be better, and a defense that's maybe getting more pieces or whatnot. I feel like the ceiling, or not necessarily, so they should shoot for like a 7 or 8 wins. I feel like they should be shoot for 500, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like their ceiling at this point is higher than Tampa's though.
Yeah, I could see that.
So this Tampa team, I feel like they should be.
Yeah, I mean their options are Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. So.
And Mike Evans wants the hell
great.
out. He wants the hell out.
Yeah, I'll take Chicago here.
I like Chicago here. Green Bay Atlanta could be a 50. It just depends on their quarterbacks. Some of the bigger question marks.
I am looking for an overtime win for Green Bay here.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious about Atlanta here in the future, because if Desmond Ritter can be the guy, this team could realistically
Yeah.
compete, or at least be competitive here the next year or two.
Did you hear about that? The Falcons depth chart today.
I have not, no.
They gave Cordarrelle Patterson a new position.
They did?
Yeah, he is now called a joker. Like, not a joke, not a joke. Hold on, let me find this thing.
He is the ultimate wild card.
Yeah, Falcons All-Pro Cordarrelle Patterson listed as joker on team's official depth chart ahead of 2023 NFL season. Arthur Smith said he created a new position for a special weapon. He's not third team anything.
Hello, Marlon. Do you want to hang out? You can hang out with me. So I can keep an eye on you.
It is interesting to see.
Because I'm kind of leaning
How
Atlanta
much
on this one here, personally.
I could see it. I think that one's going to be a really.
My thing is also.
I don't trust Atlanta in close games. Is the thing.
My thing's also predicated on Ritter being the guy, but also Bijan being this hype that everyone has. I'm not gonna say Bijan isn't gonna be as good as y'all saying. I just.
Yeah, Bijan does look good. Yeah, we can go Atlanta here.
Really wish I had Subleaf here because, like, I want that third opinion. Because having that third opinion, well, you're saying they're like PC fried completely or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he said, or they said.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Alright. Seattle, Detroit. Detroit coming off the long week. When they played last year, I think Seattle won in a shootout. That being said, I
still like Seattle even at Ford Field.
I can see this game realistically going either way.
Yeah.
But I'll roll with it. I'll roll with Seattle. I respect that. Niners, Rams.
Niners, of course.
Yeah. Although I don't think the Rams are going to be as bad as people are insinuating they are, but they're definitely not going to be a good team by any stretch.
Yeah.
Giants, Cardinals have a free win because the Cardinals are going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't think the Cardinals will lose all 17. I'm thinking, what is their ceiling? 2-3 wins?
I think it just comes down to who they're going to play.
Yeah.
Because they steal one from the Rams
And
because division. Could they grab...
Yeah. Maybe they grab one from the 49ers when they rest their starters for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Panthers Saints. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Like, we knew, like, last year the Texans, like, we knew the Texans were going to be bad. We were like, but we had, like, that, Davis Mills. Could he be that guy? Because he showed flashes his rookie year. So, like, could Davis Mills be worth something? And then you just find out, no, he's not worth anything. Arizona, there's no hope.
Yeah.
There is no chance.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Josh Dobbs, man. I honestly really wanted to see them start Clayton too, and at least start the young guy and see what they can do. But I mean, Josh Dobbs has been in this league for so long.
At this point, Arizona should just throw like a 7th rounder at some backup who throw a 7th rounder at Gardner Minshew. Get him back in the starting lineup.
Was he on the Cardinals?
No, he's in Indy right now. But I'm just saying, give some team a free 7th rounder. Take some backup who deserves a chance to start.
Oh, okay, starter lineup, not Cardinal lineup.
Just give someone a chance who deserves one. Because Gardner Minshew definitely lost out on some chances, but like at the same time, he feels better than what he is.
I still can't believe he had an OnlyFans.
Or if the
Um,
Titans rather go with Will Levis, throw Tennessee a 7th rounder for Malik Willis. Let him take a chance in Arizona.
honestly, yeah. Throw a fourth at Chicago for Tyson Bagent and play the Shepherd quarterback
Yeah.
and win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But that's what I mean though.
I
I don't get the point of starting Joshua Dobbs. Yeah, he was around.
yeah.
He plays games. He's smarter, quote unquote. He's experienced, but what's he gonna do? He's clearly not committed to this team because they're gonna draft a quarterback next year because they're gonna get rid of Kyler.
Yeah, they're going for Caleb Williams for sure. Um,
And Joshua
I
Dobbs is just
do
gonna
look
sign a backup
for
role after this season.
yeah. I do one thing I do look for is with Hopkins now in he's in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, so I am honestly very interested to see what Rondale Moore is going to do as a higher wide receiver on the depth chart. I always liked him at Purdue.
Keep an eye out for a Hollywood Brown trade too. I doubt he's gonna want to
True.
be there.
Yeah, I think he already said he wanted out.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. Keep an eye out for that trade. See if some team wants to buy on a speedster.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can move on to the Monday night, or I don't know. The NFL's doing multiple Monday night doubleheaders now this year. I don't get
Oh yeah.
because you're not gonna be able to watch both of them because they're one starts an hour after the first kickoff. I don't know,
Yeah.
but Saints Panthers. How are we feeling on Derek Carr in general? Derek Carr in New Orleans.
He's serviceable.
I won't lie.
Now he's not on the Raiders. I don't really have a problem thinking positively about him.
Derek Carr to me has always been he's not a good quarterback, but he's not a bad quarterback, and there's no other way to describe him.
Yeah, I've never been sure how much of that comes down to circumstance.
I feel like the Raiders seem
it is because it was the Raiders we were talking about. And I know I know that the Saints don't look great right now, but they technically could still win their division just because of how bad the division is.
I was on the Saints for a while for this division, but as of recent, I have been leaning more towards Atlanta. And again, that's going to come down to if Desmond Ridder can be a guy, not just a guy, a reliable guy, then Atlanta should cruise to this division for the most part. But if not, then Derek Carr just got to be Derek Carr, and they'll probably take it.
Yeah, I think Atlanta is the one who they feel the most put together because all the other teams have, first and foremost, new quarterback situations to deal with and figure out. Well, Atlanta at least has had their guy behind the helm some of the time already. But given Atlanta's history of fumbling the perfect opportunity laid out right in front of them, I don't want to call them a lock for the division yet.
Oh, no, they're no lock by any chance.
Yeah. Hell, maybe Bryce Young balls the fuck out with Carolina. Who knows? It's the division that I think is the biggest wild card.
Anything's on the table.
Maybe
we'll get 2020 Baker Mayfield in Tampa will be good.
we could. I mean, this is the division where a team could go 8 wins and still make the playoffs. Who knows?
We'll see. Although for this Monday night game in particular, I think experience stands out.
I agree.
So I'm rolling with New Orleans in this one, personally. Alright.
Since Subleaf isn't here, do you want to do one more week for now? Because I do have to go to, I do kind of have to go to bed and be at work tomorrow.
That's fine. Yeah, we can do one more week.
All right. If Browns lose this game, they should be ashamed of themselves.
I agree. The way Tennessee is declining, it feels like Cleveland should not waste this team away.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee is the worst team in the world, but in this scenario we have crafted for them right now, where the Browns are looking at 0-2 going into this game. If they lost that, it'd be over, especially with that $200 million they gave Deshaun Watson.
It's gonna look worse. If they, I won't say if they miss the playoffs because there's a lot of good teams in the AFC. But if you don't get 10 wins, then there's gonna be a problem. I think you should be able to compete with the AFC North. You should be able to compete, maybe not with like KC, but like a Jacksonville and LA. I don't know if you're playing against them, but like Jacksonville and LA.
We might be. We'll
Miami.
See.
Like, I feel like you should be able to compete against those teams.
Oh, did you see that Nick Bosa re-signed with the 49ers?
They got that done finally.
Yeah, 5-year, $170 million.
Money.
Kind of deserved if we're being real. I mean,
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
He is a cornerstone of their defense.
Alright. Houston, we're hopeful for good things, but Jacksonville is clearly the superior team.
Yeah, I could look for Houston to steal the game against them when they play at home, but for away, I'm picking Jacksonville.
I do think Jacksonville has a feeling that they'll drop some easy ones.
Yeah, didn't Houston steal the game against Jacksonville last year when they were playing in Houston?
I don't think Houston stole a game from Jacksonville. I know they stole one from Tennessee, but they didn't.
Oh, right, yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee is.
Same thing here. Indy, we're hopeful for things, but Baltimore's clearly the better team here.
Yeah.
Denver, you can say whatever, but I feel like this is also a Miami game here.
Yeah.
Again, I'm low on the Patriots, so I'm willing to take the Jets. I don't know where you're going to stand on that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And Steelers?
Yeah, I'm not high on these guys either, so I
do know that historically
this is going to be a good game.
Yeah, historically Pittsburgh hasn't had the best of luck at Raiders home games, but these are very different teams now. So I like Pittsburgh.
Right. I'm not going to acknowledge
Buffalo.
Washington. This feels like a game the Chargers would lose. This feels 100% like a game the Chargers would lose.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but Minnesota feels like one of our NFC kryptonites. So give me the Vikings in this one. Yeah. We're still 2-1.
Minnesota's definitely going to finish with like a 9-8 record this year, but this just feels like a game the Chargers.
They got the longer rest. They got fucking Justin Jefferson. I'm very worried that Jefferson's going to shred us.
Oh, he's going to shred everyone.
Yeah,
I'm excited for Addison. I'm excited for Addison too.
Oh yeah, that is true. Now they have more than one receiver, and they have fucking T.J. Hawkinson now too. Goddamn.
They got weapons. If only they had a real quarterback.
What are they gonna do when Kirk finally hits that like major point of regression? I'm not saying it's gonna happen this year, but you can't lean on Captain Kirk forever, you know.
I feel like if he had a chance to do anything last year, would have been it. And not to blame him for the loss completely, because let's be real, your defense gave up 31 points to the Giants.
Right.
So let's be real here. And
was it last year when the Colts had like a 30-point lead going into halftime, and then the Vikings came back and won? That game was unbelievable. I was watching that at a family Christmas party.
I will never
And
forget that game.
that was a blast. That was a blast.
Because that was that
I don't have,
Saturday triple header. So I was in Cleveland for that.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
that was a good watch.
and I never say
Did
games
the
are over before they're over. I never do that. But I told my friend Amanda, because I was hanging out with her, it's like, there's no way Kirk Cousins comes back from 33-0. Like, this will not happen. This will not happen.
Yeah.
And then it happened. I'm like, what?
I mean,
And
the question is how much of it was how much of it was actually Kirk Cousins and how much of it was the Colts just being lackluster.
And of course, it's Matt Ryan quarterbacking the Colts. It's
Right.
Of all quarterbacks, why? That could not look worse on anyone than it does for Matt Ryan. There's no QB who would look worse in that situation than Matt Ryan.
Right.
Oh, God. Yep, I was in Cleveland for that. I didn't get to watch the game per se, but like, I would look at scoreboards. I'd be watching it because we were passing by some shops and whatnot in the area with
Right.
TVs on. Like, wow.
You guys won that game, right?
That Saturday game, where was it? No, we did not win that game.
Oh, okay.
Tyler Huntley was playing. Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals, and I cried myself to sleep.
Oh, right. I forgot you guys were out Lamar so long last season.
Yeah. Chicago again. High hopes for 8 wins, but I'm taking Kansas City here. Super Bowl rematch. Rams are probably gonna suck. So yeah, I'm taking Kansas here. Giants. It's. Are they gonna be good again? I'm skeptical.
Did they beat San Fran in the playoffs? Or they
No.
beat someone in the playoffs, right?
They beat Minnesota.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm skeptical, but San Fran's rolling on all cylinders. Both is healthy and in there. Brock Purdy should be thrown. I'm taking San Francisco.
Gotcha.
Atlanta, I'm trying to work on the hype, but I'm taking Detroit here. I like Detroit here personally. Unless you want to ride the Desmond Ritter train.
And for that one, I'll pick Detroit.
Alright.
Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, I'll roll with Green Bay. Jordan Love is decent after all. Woo!
Yeah, I'm glad he's looking a lot better than he was when they first picked him. It's like they were waiting for this exact moment.
Better late than never, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina.
Well, they knew.
Go ahead.
They knew he was going to be a project going in, and thankfully they had the good grace of not throwing a project quarterback into the fire like a lot of other teams do. Tennessee. I'm still pissed at how they handled Malik Willis. I really am. And they were so quick to give up on him too. What the fuck?
Very quick. That is.
You took a guy out of Liberty University who you knew was going to be a developmental piece, played him a couple games, and just said, "We want the white boy from Kentucky now."
But we're still gonna roll with Ryan Tannehill because veteran experience.
Yeah, which is understandable because again, Malik is for development, but God, is he even going to get a chance with them now? I don't think so.
Nah, I think Will Levis already beat him out on the depth chart.
Free Malik Willis.
Send him to Arizona.
That would unironically be a good move.
Honestly, Arizona, Tennessee, do some talks. Give Tennessee Hollywood Brown and like some mid-round pick. Go grab Malik Willis.
It's funny because Tennessee got I don't know, since Tennessee, well, they didn't really steal Nick Hopkins because Arizona didn't seem to want to get him back.
Nah.
Man, remember when they?
Okay, obvious.
Do you think both teams lost that trade at this point? The Hopkins
didn't
trade.
Oh, I mean, I can't say Arizona really lost that trade because getting Hopkins the value they got him for was a fucking steal.
True.
But it is the Arizona Cardinals, so they ended up doing nothing anyway with it.
Yeah, they didn't capitalize on that value for very long.
But they did win the trade. Houston's a moron, and Bill O'Brien got
True.
fired soon afterwards.
Well, that's kind of a W for Houston when you think about it.
Yeah, fair. I mean, they've been still struggling still, so... I mean, yeah, you got rid of Bill O'Brien, but then you've hired like 3 coaches who you fired after 1 year.
Yeah.
So it makes you worry about D'Amico Ryans. Is he going to get fired after 1 year because they go 4-13?
I like to think D'Amico is the one that's going to stay.
I hope so for his sake.
At the very least for a couple years. But I think he's a better candidate than the other ones, at least, to get them to where they need to be.
Alright, let's get these last 3 games done and send you off to bed.
Alright.
Philly's going to be Tampa, so I'm not even going to bother looking at that. Cowboys going to be Arizona, so I'm not going to bother looking at that. Seattle theoretically should be favored.
And, yeah.
Carolina did kind of stumble on them last time, or kind of surprise them, so to speak. And maybe they're on the uprise, maybe. But I feel like Carolina's going to find some win early on, but I don't think it'll be Seattle. I do think Seattle is still a good team.
Yeah, I agree. What are the Panthers receivers looking like right now?
I think it's...
Because I know that they don't have DJ Moore.
I think right now it's like Adam Thielen and like Terrence Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
I think his name is.
That's right. They got Thielen.
And then they got Miles Sanders back there with Shuba Hubbard. And then they got Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, they did.
All reliable Hayden Hurst at tight end.
That's looking like a... I'd say decent at least. I mean...
They're a bunch of
depending on
great
the O-line
number
situation.
twos.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they all...
They're
What is
serviceable.
Yeah. As long as the O-line is functioning, maybe they can get somewhere.
Again, with how low the bar is set for the NFC South, Carolina could probably get away with a couple wins here or there and get it. Just see how Bryce Young develops. Alright, 3 weeks. We're good. I'll let you get off to bed.
Alright. Thank you.
Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
You too. Thank you. Look forward to the next one.
Hell yeah. Alright. He left, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to finish this just to finish it because I do want to kind of give my predictions out. And I kind of want to get this stream ended on some progress, more or less. So, I'm going to just kind of speedrun the rest of this. Buffalo, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincy, give the Chargers this one, Chiefs this one, because I don't trust the Jets worth a damn. Jaguars, because they're always good in London. I'll give the Rams, because I do think the Rams might be somewhat respectable in the end. I'll give Denver this one. Dallas, Detroit, Minnesota. I think they'll be better. You give it credit. Philly, New Orleans, Seattle. Yes. Next week, Buffalo, because, Buffalo try hard in the regular season and then fails in the postseason. Always do. Tennessee, because they're still a respectable team somehow. I think Pittsburgh gets Baltimore here, because the Ravens have always struggled in Pittsburgh, so it just is what it is. Probably Denver here, because it'd be kind of a big middle finger to the Jets, so it'd be kind of funny. Miami, Atlanta, and I'll give New England this one, actually. The Saints aren't as good as we think they are. Cincy, KC, Green Bay, because I don't trust the Raiders with a damn. Chicago here, Detroit, Philly, and San Fran. KC, Tennessee always kind of gets Baltimore, and this is London, so Baltimore has PTSD from Blake Bortles destroying them, so I'll give Tennessee that one. Jacksonville, I'll give this to the Raiders. Miami, Cincy, Niners will get this one. I'll give the Saints this one. Philly always beats the Jets. That's just how life works. Buffalo, LA. Heineke revenge game because he's there, so he's gonna put a hex on DC, Detroit, Chicago, LA. I am finishing this, so Ligma. Buffalo here. Cleveland here, because Cleveland should win this game. There's no excuse not to win this game. I think the Chargers get them here. I do. Mainly because I feel like KC... Well, KC's going to get tripped up at some point here. If anyone, probably LA right here. Jacksonville, I'm going Ravens over the Lions here. I do think the Ravens have a good enough defense to humble the Lions a little bit. And you gotta, like, we want the Lions to be good, but we shouldn't expect them to be a 12-win team. I think they're a good, like, 10-7, and because Minnesota's not going to win 13 games again this year, that should be enough for the division. Chicago here, not trusting Vegas for the damn. Pittsburgh, I'll go Denver. Higher expectations. Philly, actually I think Miami shows up Philly. Because Tua always messes around with Jalen Hurts, so I feel like Tua's going to get the one up on here. And this is a primetime game, so yay. I'll go Tampa here just to mess up Atlanta a little bit. New York here, Seattle, San Fran. Kirk Cousins on primetime. I'll go Jacksonville here, getting Pittsburgh. Miami here always. I'm not trusting any of these teams. Buffalo. Battle of the top 2 picks. Number 1 overall pick wins. He gets their first one of the season. Jets here. I have no faith in the Giants. Super Bowl rematch. I'll take Anthony Richardson to get his first win. Tennessee just to prove they're still relevant. Seattle, Baltimore, Cincy over here. Chargers, Lions. Washington to upset Philly because it's kind of funny because they always do it. Green Bay over here. Dallas over here. Pittsburgh to beat Tennessee. KC to beat Miami. Cincy to beat Buffalo. Jets will probably beat the Chargers here. I'll take DC. No, this will probably be a game the Patriots win just because it's not a good team, so look at the chance. Here, taking Baltimore over Seattle. I'll take Tampa Bay over Houston. I do think there's a better overall team in there. Bryce Young versus Anthony Richardson. I'll give Bryce Young this win as well. I think the Giants over the Raiders. Fuck the Raiders. Vikings here. Probably... I'll give the Bears this one. Packers here, Eagles here. Ravens here, Bengals here. I'll go Patriots here. Jets, Bills. I'm gonna go Niners here. I don't think the Jags are as good as we want them to be, but we're hopeful. Pittsburgh here. I'm gonna go Detroit. I feel like a game LA might mess up on. DJ Moore revenge game. Bears beat here. Vikings up with the Saints because the Saints aren't as good as we think they are. Falcons, Cowboys. I'm gonna trust these teams. I laugh in your face. Ha 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 ha. Ravens get the revenge on a nice Thursday evening game. Miami, Cleveland should get the one up, so it's even. They split the series. I'm gonna say Tennessee gets Jacksonville right here just to kind of spook them. Jets will beat the Bills, so they split their series. I'm gonna give Houston this win just because I don't trust Arizona. Chargers here. I'm gonna give the Broncos this one. Philly here. Lions. Cowboys. I'll give DC this one. San Fran. Seattle. Yeah, Seattle. That's fine. Dolphins over the Jets. Cincy here. Jacksonville here. Cleveland here. KC here. Ravens here. Sorry. I'm not that big on y'all. Y'all. I'll give Tampa Bay this win. I'm going to give Carolina this win too. Just because. because Buffalo always tries out in the regular season, so they'll beat Philadelphia. Lions sweep the Packers. Cowboys. Did I hear the Cowboys play the Commanders already? Definitely the week 18. They'll probably lose that game because it'll be funny. So yeah, I'll give the Cowboys that one. I'm giving Seattle the home win. San Fran will get their home win. Saints don't like it. And the Falcons both had a bye week. Tennessee is definitely a Luigi reference. So real for that. I'm going to say the Saints get this one right here. And I'm going to give Arizona this win. You know what? Fuck it. Arizona's get that win. Monday night, not trusting, taking the Bears. Patriots will probably slip up the Chargers because the Chargers find ways to lose games randomly out of nowhere. I feel like I missed a Pittsburgh game somewhere. Oh yeah, against Houston here. There we go. I fixed it. I hope at least. Tennessee wins here. I'm going to take Denver here. Bengals will probably beat the Jags here. Actually, I'm going to give the Jags this one. Monday night game. I'm going to give it to Jacksonville. Miami wins here. Pittsburgh wins here. The Jets will probably win here. I'll give Cleveland this win. And KC this one. I'm probably going to have Dallas beat Seattle. Just because Dallas is a good team. And Seattle, we don't know what we're going to get with them. Take Carolina here. Detroit here. And I'm going to take Philly over San Francisco. I think Philly still beats San Francisco. Pittsburgh here. Jacksonville here. Jets. Bengals. Bills try hard in the regular season. They always do. Chargers. I'm going to go Tennessee here. At some point, that's probably is when they transition, over, because I don't think Tannehill plays the whole year, but we'll find out. Ravens here. I'll go Vikings here. I don't trust the Raiders. I don't. You can't make me trust the Raiders. Corey, why are you pinning sex in here? Why are you doing this? I'm going to have Tampa beat Atlanta here. At this point, again, who knows who's going to be the quarterback at this point. I think the Lions sweep the Bears. I do. I think Bryce gets his revenge. San Fran, Dallas. I'll give Green Bay this one. To hang around. Feels like a game the Chargers would lose, but the Raiders are bad, so I'm just going to take the Chargers anyway. Pittsburgh here. I'll take the Jets here, honestly. Titans will lose one to the Texans, because they always do. Jacks will probably win here. KC. Cleveland should win this game, theoretically. Lions, Bengals, Bills. I think the Falcons game again, because I think the Falcons are finally going to make a push for the division, so I'm going Atlanta there. Green Bay is a better team. New Orleans, San Francisco. I'm going to go LA. And I think... yeah, I'm going to say Seattle upsets Philly here. I think they do. Pittsburgh upset Cincinnati. Chargers upset Buffalo. Browns win here. Broncos win here. Casey wins here. I'm not betting on the Raiders. Lick my balls. Meow, 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 meow. And 1 second. Where is the button? There is no button. Fook. 1 second. Meow 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 meow. I hope that was not too long. That's what she said. Again, we're just gonna quickly wrap this up. Atlanta wins here. I'm taking Seattle here. Jacksonville. Feels like a game that Dallas would lose. I'm gonna give San Fran this win here. Saints make a push. Panthers make a push. I still think the Lions beat the Vikings. No, there's probably one Vikings will win out of nowhere. It's an early game, so they're going to split that series probably. Chicago here, because I don't trust them. Philly here. Philly's going to sweep the Giants. Again, like they did last year. There's up the Browns. I'm going to go... The Raiders will probably beat the Colts here. Ravens over the Dolphins. The Bills here. I already have Tennessee losing to Houston, so I'll give Tennessee a split. Cincy wins here. Chargers are going to lose this game somehow. I'm going to say Pittsburgh. No, I'll give this to Seattle. Fuck it, we're balling. Jacksonville here. I'm going to go Dallas here. Philly here. I'll say Giants over the Rams. San Fran here. Saints make a push. I think Falcons upset the Bears right here. And Vikings over Packers right here. Leading us to our final week. Anything's possible. All of a sudden, this game is now for the division. Fun. And this game is also intriguing because this could be for a playoff spot as well. Dallas loses that because that's funny. Philly will win either way. San Fran, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. It does matter, so they're going to want to play, so they're going to win because they're going to want to play. Detroit is locked into their spot, so they're not going to care. They're going to give Minnesota this win. They don't care. Carolina, Tampa, Carolina ends on one more win. Bryce Young feels good. Things are nice. I think the Patriots beat the Jets here anyway, just because it's kind of a surprise. Buffalo's going to still try to compete, so they'll beat Miami. Ravens get revenge over the Steelers. Cincy probably still going to need this win. Oh, did they need the win? Yeah, they are, because I missed a Buffalo game somewhere. Buffalo wins this one. Cincy will need a game, so they'll beat Cleveland. And Cleveland will disappoint, and we'll laugh at them for giving all that money to Deshaun Watson. Indy gets revenge on Houston. I think they're still locked in for like the 2 pick anyway. Denver beats Vegas, so they'll finish 8-1. KC gets revenge on the Chargers. Jacksonville's kind of locked into their spot either way. Yeah, so they'll just let Tennessee have a win. Tennessee can't do anything anyway. And then we got the 2 fun games with how the way we have the schedule going. And I think Atlanta wins. I think Atlanta takes the division right there. Bears, Packers. If the Bears win, they'll get the spot. If Green Bay wins, Minnesota gets the spot. I'm going Bears. I think the Bears get it. I'll have the Bears taking it at 9-8. There you go. On to the playoffs. Should be intriguing. Ooh. Philly will win this game, obviously. Seattle should win this game. KC will win this game. Do I let my bias come into play? There's something ironic about Buffalo here. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to say a 7-seed Aaron Rodgers beating the Buffalo 2-seed. First time a 7-seed finally won. And they're finally validated. And I have Baltimore upsetting Jacksonville. Here... I think Dallas gets this one. Detroit, we're happier in the playoffs now, but your lack of defense is what kill you in the end. I'm not dumb. This is gonna be hilarious for when they lose to Stanford a third time in a row. I still think Philly wins here too. I can't. I want to, but I can't. And I think Cincy wins here at home. Philly goes into Stanford and beats them again to shut Niners fans up. And truth be told, I'm taking Cincy here. I do truly think Cincy is going to win the Super Bowl. And this was kind of my pick even before I made this bracket. I don't know, is it going to show me a thing? Oh yeah, it is. Cincy was kind of my pick anyway, Cincy over Philly, but this is just going to make it more so official. But there you have it. And with that, that is my prediction. The Cincinnati Bengals over the Philadelphia Eagles. I wish we could say this is all of ours, but it ended up taking a lot longer, and it's looking like Subleaf actually legitimately just broke their computer. It's looking like they just flat out broke the computer. So I don't know what happened on their end, but that shit is gone. That's gonna be really fuckery. But yeah, Cincy there, we're probably going to get a repeat of the AFC and NFC Championship games, which means we're definitely not going to get a repeat of those games. But either way, should be exciting. Should be a fun season. And no one tell Isaac that the Chargers are going to miss the playoffs. And that's that. Thank you all for tuning into this. And I will catch you all next time. Peace, love, and trust. From the cat who did the majority of this, the Subleaf who lost their computer, and the Raisu who has to go to bed because they work at 6 in the morning. Peace, love, and trust. Good night, Internet.